Welcome to Kitchen Basics 101, where I teach you the bare bone basics as if you've never cooked a day in your life from the perspective of a mom. It's been a long time and I've missed you. I'm going to make fried rice today, and I've already made fried rice on my channel, but I'm going to try it with this Japanese BBQ sauce. I just bought it recently and I've tried it with a couple of things, so I'm going to try it today. I have a bag of peas and julienne carrots. I'm going to use that for my veg. I'm going to use my crushed garlic. I absolutely love this stuff. They don't sponsor me, but I really feel like they should, because that's how often I use it and that's how often I show it to you guys. Different than the garlic, I think it just has so much more flavor because this is fresh garlic and they freeze it. And so it just keeps all of its vibrance and flavor and mellowness and deliciousness. It's just amazing. I'm going to do some white pepper. I've got about 3 cups of rice. We just didn't eat any of it last night. And I'm also going to put bacon. So let's get started. I showed you all of that because I like to do mise en place, which I've taught you guys before, which is just like to get everything ready ahead of time so that you're not like scrambling in the moment, especially when you're doing a dish like fried rice where it all comes together so quickly. You don't be running around and grabbing ingredients. You want to get everything ready before you start. Dirty plate sitting next to my sink, so I'm going to use that as my trash bowl because it's just easier, because I have so much rice, 3 cups, I'm going to crack 3 eggs. So I guess that's like an egg per cup. Fried rice is a leftover dish and it's a peasant dish thing. It's not an exact science. I just saw that I got a shell in there. Hold on one sec. Anyone who tells you that they've never gotten a shell in their egg or they've never made a mistake in the kitchen is just lying to you, okay? Don't put so much pressure on yourself, okay? We all do it. 3 eggs, a little whisk. Again, not exact science. You put 4 eggs, you could put 2, you could put 5, you put as many as you want, doesn't matter. We're just gonna get them a little whisk and get them prepped. This is gonna be a bit challenging because when the rice gets cold, it sort of sticks together into like a brick. And because this is so full, it's gonna be a little bit hard for me to break it up. But what you wanna do is dig in here. Your hands are the best tool, but I gotta get it up where I can reach it first. And see how it's like solid brick, right? So I'm gonna get in here and break it up as best you can because it will make it a lot easier to fry up if it's broken up. So I'm going to do that and I'll be back. Should I have transferred the rice into a bigger bowl to break it up so I didn't get it all over my counter and all over my shirt? Yes, I should have, but I didn't. So now I have my apron on so that I don't get it all over myself, which is also like holding my wet hair back. My rice is all broken up. My eggs are ready. Like I said, I've got my frozen veg. Let's go over to the stove and turn on the heat. Some grapeseed oil because it can handle high heat. I'm going to put it in the bottom of my pan. Let it start getting hot. I've got my pan on medium-high heat. Then I'm going to put a little bit of butter just for flavor, but butter burns easily, so that's why I'm mixing with a little bit of oil. Tablespoon and a half of butter going in. My pan's already pretty hot, so it's starting to melt. It's going to look like a lot of oil, but I just want you to remind you, especially when we scramble the eggs, just want you to remind you, we're going to put all 3 cups of rice. We're going to put all that veg, so it's not going to be a lot of oil in the end. One last little whisk before we put them in to make sure they're really well incorporated and everything is homogeneous. We're going to pour them carefully into our hot oil. Okay. And then we're just going to scramble that around in our hot oil. And like I said, it's going to look like, whoa, that's a lot of oil. I want to show you how gorgeous this is. Beautiful. Measure garlic with our heart, 3 cups. So I'm going to do 3 cloves. Each of these little frozen cubes is 3 cloves of minced garlic, which again, I just love for the convenience. Garlic can burn very easily. Don't burn your garlic. So what we're going to do is we're just going to saute it up in here until it becomes fragrant. Like you can really smell the garlic coming off, which is honestly already happening. Like I can already smell the garlic. And because this is so finely minced, another way you could get this is to grate it like on a microplane. It cooks up super duper fast. So 30 seconds on your garlic, just so, those cubes melt up, or if you're using fresh garlic, you just want it to become fragrant, where you're like, oh, I smell garlic, right? A whole bag, which is 16 ounces. Now these are frozen veggies, so this is going to significantly cool your pan down, and it's also going to protect your garlic from burning, right? So this is big chunks of carrot and peas. You can use absolutely any veggies that you like. Don't let anyone tell you, oh, it has to be this veggie. This is designed to be a leftovers meal. If you have leftover roasted veggies from the night before, or steamed veggies from the night before, or whatever, or fresh veggies that you want to add that are going bad, you want to get rid of them, chop them up and throw them in here. Doesn't matter what the veggie is, okay? It all tastes good in fried rice. A lot of people put a lot of spring onion because they love it. If you've been here before, I don't like onion, so I'm not putting it. Peas, carrots, eggs, oil, and butter so far. Now you notice I haven't seasoned. That Japanese barbecue sauce has a ton of salt and a lot of seasonings. The only other seasoning I'm going to add besides the garlic that we added is some white pepper. Saute up this veg for a minute or two until it becomes really vibrant in color and you can tell that it's all defrosted, none of it's frozen anymore, and it's warmed through. I don't know if you can see the difference on camera of how vibrant and how gorgeous our veggies are looking, but you can really see that they're all vibrant and brought back to life from being in the freezer. So now we're gonna go get our rice. Broken up rice in here on top. Like I told you, this is a really big portion. This is a giant pan. This was 3 cups of rice because that's what I had left over. So I'm gonna make it all, right? If I'm gonna bother. And so we're just gonna toss all that through and get everything combined and heated up. Ground white pepper. White pepper can be a little bit spicier than black pepper, so use with caution. Like I said, this is a big portion, so I'm gonna do about a half a teaspoon of white pepper in there. Normally, if I was doing the fried rice, I would add just shoyu right now or low sodium shoyu, but I'm gonna try this Japanese barbecue sauce. Not sponsored, just want to try it instead. So be careful with this. I would add a little stir and then add more because shoyu or this can be salty, and so they can really quickly oh, I've added too much. It can escalate quickly, right? So what I do is add a little bit, stir it through, maybe give it a taste, add a little more. This is really personal preference. You can add as little or as much of the sauce as you want. I'm gonna add definitely more. I've added a couple squirts. And also some people like for it to get a crispy bottom. You could turn it on high, leave it alone for a minute or two, and you'll get a crust on the bottom if that's something that you want. If you don't, then she's ready to eat. Par-cooked bacon here, so I'm going to top mine up with a little bit of bacon crumbles because that's how I like my fried rice. Oops, that went flying. And I just didn't want to dirty something else. And I already had my kitchen scissors dirty. I only use these for food. These are my kitchen scissors. So you could saute the bacon up or even raw bacon in with your fried rice if you want to. Let's give it a taste. It's really hot, so it's going to burn my face off, but that's okay. I'm going to do it for y'all. Got my sinus running too. Okay, there's a bite with bacon, carrots, peas, rice, eggs. So good. Japanese barbecue sauce is quite a bit sweeter than shoyu by itself. So this is very sweet and less salty than shoyu. I like it though. I mean, it was easy enough. I don't know. It's just a personal preference thing, I think. I mean, the white pepper did get a little bit of spiciness. This is my breakfast. You could also put a fried egg on this and break it open and the yolk goes everywhere. That's so good too.